Hey everybody, it's Bill. It's Thursday the 21st of June, and here is your trade analysis for the day. Your first trade, the HLB signal fired off here at 2:30. And just wanted to mention, I have updated the text alerts for the HLB signal bars. So instead of getting them as the bars are forming, because we get a lot of false positives of bars forming, which automatically then would send out a text alert, so you might get a 2 or 3 text alerts before the actual real HLB formed. I tweaked the software so that now it alerts you the moment the for real bar finishes and the very next bar is starting to paint. So way less texts and way more accurate. Anyway, the HLB bar formed at 2:30. The first trade, it broke out to the downside, so we drew the HLB line at the low. The first trade was to the downside, a short, which we then got stopped out for a 2-tick loss. And then we immediately reversed and went long at 26.64. We once again put our stop just a couple ticks below the HLB line. Completely up to you how many ticks you use. I use 2 to 5 depending on how I feel that day and how volatile I think the market is, and just price action and just gut, okay, from doing this for a really long time. Anyway, put my stop down there and sat in this puppy until it hit the 50% hash here at 27.07. So that was our first 43 ticks of profit. Went and did some things around my yard here in the early morning, and came back in about 8:30ish, and took this trade here when it broke the low side of the HLB line here at 26.57. And this is an aggressive trade. The reason for that is normally I would wait until I got a pullback bar like here and then going in the trade, and as you can see, that one would have worked out just fine. But I got in here, and the reason was there was some interesting pricing action here going on as a result of some news events coming out. So I just felt lucky and took that trade, and that one worked out really well too. So I think 26.57 short, and exited at 26.17 for another 40 ticks. So 83 minus the 2 is 81 ticks. Not bad for a day of sitting in a chair drinking coffee. A lot of people ask me, well, how much did you make? Well, it depends on how many contracts you trade, but just give you an example, if you're using the large 6E, which is the Euro contract, every tick is worth 12.50. So 12.50 times 12.50 times 81 is equal to 1,012. And then every contract incrementally that you add to that, just keep doubling your profits or losses. So be careful. But that gives you an idea of what you can make. Now, typically I start my students on what I call the micro euro. That is the M6E, and every tick there is worth $1.25. So if you do the same math problem, $1.25 times 81 equals, you made 101 bucks on that same trade. But I feel that that's a much more conservative way, without having to take a lot of unnecessary risk for a new student to get up to speed, learn how to trade, and then you can add incrementally those little micro contracts until you get really, really comfy with it and feel like you know what you're doing, and then move up to the big contract for $12.50 a tick. But that's basically how it works. So whenever I'm talking about ticks, you can do the math in your head now, and I don't have to keep re-explaining it. Okay? Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you're having a good one. Good luck trading, and I'll be back at you tomorrow.